What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at Ember Knights. This is a top-down dungeon-crawling roguelite with a very, very cartoony art style that is going into early access fairly soon. I've got a link for you down below in the description if you wanted to check the game out for yourself. I don't actually really know a whole lot about this one. I don't know if they've done any demo distributions or anything else like that, but I haven't played it at all. And so, in true form, we're going to be doing some first impressions today and seeing if it's the sort of game you feel like you wanted to go all in on or just check out or whatever else. So, the link is down below. You'll also find a link to my Discord and my Twitch stream just in case you wanted to hang out live on any given day of the week. I have a tendency to play games on stream that I've played over the course of the last week or so, just so you can get like another big 3-hour grip of content, just in case the 30 minutes was not enough. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on the game and see if we can have a little bit of fun. Yeah, that guy looks pretty badass. I like the pixel art. That looks nice. Looks clean. Pretty clean animation. That looked nice. I'm actually really happy about the amount of cartooning that's been going into indie games lately. I feel like there's a lot of games coming out recently that have really pushed the envelope when it comes to pixel art and cartooning for their intros and outros and little cinematics and whatnot. It's just such a breath of fresh air to really see some of the, I don't even really know what to call it, but some of the adherence and really sort of dogged pursuit of clean looking animation a la anime and whatnot. Starting to infiltrate gaming to a very high level. Ember Knight. Catastrophe. Must retrieve Ember to stabilize the Ember Tree. Through the tear is the only way. Praxis. I knew that one day. Alright. Ooh. Attacks feel pretty clean too. They got a nice little swish sound attached to it as well. Sound effect feels good. Let's go see if we can find an enemy and see how the hit impact feels. Okay, it's a little clangy, but that's all right. It's a little tiny bit clangy. I tend to be a big sucker for percussive type sound effects when you hit things. We have an Ember Blade over here. We get extra HP and we get extra crit. Oh, well, why wouldn't I take the more? Oh, apparently that's what I already have equipped. Gotcha. So, I wanted the Sexy Time sword, but as it turns out, I already came pre-equipped with Sexy Time magic swords. Apparently, we've got duplicates. We just got a whole closet full of them laying around on the side. You want an Ember sword? Go grab one. Take it as a souvenir. Can I destroy the plants around here? Oh, nice. I can. Good. Like the destruction right there. Very cool. Okay. Looks like we can only really go north, but I always like to check the edges. Yeah, ooh, okay, so you get a... Alright, I've taken, yeah, this is the first room. I've gotten a little bit scuffed inside the confines of the first room. Ooh, monies. Okay, yes, happy jingly coins that all coalesce into my person. You know what I like, game. You know what I like. I'm just gonna try to stay out of the way of all the projectiles and whatnot. But I do like that if you dodge in this game, it actually tells you that you hit the iframes perfectly. You get that little rainbow text that says dodge when you hit that perfect dodge roll right there. That sort of feedback is very helpful for isolating which frames of the animation in that dodge roll right there actually give you the immunity versus the ones that do not. Now, I don't think that this game is going to be as tight as like something like Elden Ring, for example, where it's like very specifically like these 5 frames. It seems like this is basically a get out of jail free card when it comes to the dodge, but I'll get a little bit more practice in and just kind of see where it goes from there. Yeah, I think you are in fact immune for the duration of the entire jump, is what it looks like to me. However, it is consistent and it is reproducible, which to my mind is really kind of the most important thing about a dodge roll that really incorporates, iframes. You want it to be reproducible. So, like, some people want it to be tight, they want it to be responsive. For me, I want the dodge to feel the same every single time that I do it. Because some games out there, they'll give you the dodge roll that has the iframes in it, but it feels inconsistent or it feels wonky. Like, sometimes it feels like the frames that previously got you out of jail free do not do it with, like, separate enemy attack animations and things of that nature. But this one feels consistent so far, and so that's a good check on the old list. Damage and burn nearby enemies with a cone of mystical flame. Yes. Yeah, that was awesome. I want to do that more. Absolutely, that was sweet. The animation looked great for it, too. What a delightful, colorful little game. All right, let's stay out of the way of these dudes. Now, this game is multiplayer enabled. This game plays with up to 4 people. I haven't verified whether or not it has any type of internal matchmaking or whether it's just kind of like grouping up with your friends on Steam. I don't know if there's lobbies or anything else like that. I suppose we could investigate, although this is a pre-release key, and so it's super popular that it might be hard to derive given the fact that like nobody is playing the game right now. I'm playing the game well in advance of its release, and so what I have found in these cases is that like a lot of the time it can be kind of difficult to figure out exactly how the multiplayer works on pre-release clients. And so just kind of temper, I tried to dodge right there, but I was locked into an attack animation. I haven't quite memorized when I can dodge out of my attacks yet. It looks like that actually auto-targets that flame strike. Like, it looks like it goes for whatever the biggest group of enemies is nearby. Okay, fair enough. What is that right there? The rejuvenation glove. Whenever you crit, you will heal. For 1? Oh, that goes pretty well because we have that sword right now that increases our chance to crit by a pretty considerable margin. And so, like, hopefully we'll be able to actually get our restoratives rocking. We've got a store. Oh, never mind. I thought that was going to be a store. I see a gold bag. I think store. What is that? So a start bonus selector, extra gold. What's a start bonus selector? Let's find out what that is. I actually, when it comes to arena-based games like this, I tend to just jump whoever I can right at the outset. Oh, I took 10 damage right there? All right, fair enough. Definitely a bit of challenge to the game, too. Like, these are busy arenas that have quite a few enemies inside of them. Like, you're going to have to learn, and you're going to have to learn fast, but I like that about it. Like, I like that it throws the kitchen sink out of you straight out of the gate. All right, so a stat upgrade. Oh, I thought I said start for whatever reason. Like, I've got this thing with my eyeballs where sometimes I'll look at a word, and it will just be a completely different word. And then I'll look away and look back, and I'll be like, oh, like I could have swore to God there was an R in the middle of that word. Stat upgrade selector. That actually makes a lot more sense. Let's go for the max HP, I suppose. That sounds good. Control scheme is fairly simple inside the menus and outside the menus. Right now I'm controlling with W, A, S, and D. The left click is going to be our sword attack right there. Right click doesn't seem to have a utility just yet. Is it key bindable? Let's take a look, because honestly, putting like our 1 ability on our right click might be a pretty cool thing to do. It does look like the keys are re-key bindable, so that's pretty awesome. So yeah, for that guy right there, put that on right click, and then that guy can go on middle click. There we go, that sounds good. Now we've got it all key bound to where I want it to be. I'm gonna take you out real fast. It seems like with those guys, if you can smack them while they're mid-spin, ooh, that was a tight hitbox right there. I would have thought for sure that I was going to take that damage, but it passed behind us. Very, very nice. If you're wondering what I was talking about, one of the green goo balls kind of went behind us very, very narrowly, but the hitbox was so tight that the game recognized that the goo ball was slightly behind us, so much so that our character was in the foreground while the goo ball was behind us, occluded by our character, and yet it still did not count as a hit because it didn't come into contact with where the character's feet are. Very, very nice design right there. Well done. If that had hit me in any other game, I would have just accepted it. Like, I would have been like, meh, you know, it's fine. Like, it was close enough. But, like, their hitboxes are so tight in this game that, in fact, it recognizes that that was not a hit. Very, very nice. Okay, where's this little dude at? There we go. Give me my 1 HP and die for me, would you, baby? Let's see here. We've got a skill selector. We can get the Knight's Charge. We can charge forward with incredible force, stunning enemies in our path. We can get arcane bolts, conjure magical bolts that seek out and damage enemies near and far. I like that idea. Yeah, let's go for that. That sounds really, really cool. So I've got like some kind of magic missiles. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's basically like a Kamehameha wave. What is this thing? Oh, just a bunch of money inside of like a pottery tube. Sweet. How many times can I cast that? Oh, it's got like multiple charges. Okay. And then you got to land 10 blows in order to recharge it. I do like the push and pull between your character having to actually like auto attack in order to get his abilities back. It means that like really you're incentivized to combo in this game. Like, you're supposed to be transitioning kind of in and out of your auto attack into your abilities. That creates, like, a nice link between those two things so that no matter what, they are married for the remainder of the gameplay experience. So I like it. Are there secrets or anything? Like, should I be... I don't know if I should be, like, testing the edges of some of these little map boundaries right here. For the most part, it seems like we're up on, like, floating islands. So on a certain level, I doubt it. But still, I am kind of a secret hunter that enjoys finding unique things. The guzzle... Okay, alright. Yeah, I'd probably just... Yeah, we got a burn on him. Very nice. Alright, so what does this guy do? He throws out flame tornadoes. Fair enough. Oh, okay. There was multiple attacks on that one. Gotcha. Okay, flame tornadoes are back up. Oh, sweet. There are actually health pickups around. I guess it's just the mushrooms. I don't really know how many times I should smack this dude. He doesn't seem that bad. Oh, he's got a new ability. Well, an ability that I hadn't seen as of yet. There we go. All right, give him some of those because we're too far out to really do anything anyways. We'll wait for another attack. We'll see if we can bait it. There we go. Light him on fire. Get a little bit more damage off. I think we got this. I think we've got this covered. I wanted to go in for an attack right there, but I think it would have forced me to lick the old tornado. And generally, what I know from family from the Midwest is that you should never, ever, ever lick a tornado. It's just a really, really bad idea. Yeah, that healing, that rejuvenation, whatever relic that we picked up, it is really, really, really healing us right now. We've grabbed quite a bit of like extra HP just by DPSing normally, so that's good. Little risky. Oh, I do like the red flashing effect on him, a la NES Ninja Turtles as his health gets low. That's cool. It's very nostalgic. Brings me back. All right, bud. There it is. Nice. Well, honestly, so far, it feels like they've made a pretty good little arena roguelite. Like, it feels tight. It feels responsive. It feels connective. Much in the same way that, like, kind of the other hallmarks of the genre do. I mean, if you're talking about things like The Binding of Isaac, if you're talking about stuff like Nuclear Throne, all those kinds of games, like, I feel like it's definitely batting in those leagues right now. I mean, I think really the itemization is what's going to really bring it all together, and so we'll need to keep an eye on more additive items that we find as we play through the game, and the synergies that exist therein, and like how OP it lets you be. But like, other than that, like, all of the fundamental gameplay mechanics right now are feeling satisfying to me. Finally, help! Get these loiterers out of here! It's a good thing you arrived when you did, Ember Knight. Thought that was my final sale. Name's Arlen, owner and operator of the #1 shop in all of the Prime Worlds. Like I always say, if I don't have it, you don't need it. I can see you've got a hard road ahead. Look around, your pockets seem to be a little bit overfull. No sense getting weighed down with all of that gold. So says the guy trying to sell me something, man. We've got the Winter's Reply. Whenever you receive melee damage, the enemy gets frozen. Whenever you crit, your skills refresh. That also builds into the sword that we have right now. Venomous Necklace. When you use a skill, it creates a burst of poison. I wonder if it makes 3 bursts, since our magic missile fires 3 bolts. I'm going to have to check it out. I have to. I don't have a choice. Like, I see an opportunity for potential OP stacking here. Come back soon. You never know when I'll get something you need in stock. All right, boys. Let's dance. All right, we'll wipe them out real quick. These dudes are just spinning along, having the time of the... I don't know what he does, so I should probably stay away from him. Oh, it makes it on the ground, but it does actually give me one for every single attack that I do. Very nice. Okay. All right. I mean, the duration is not that long, but it seems like the relics maybe upgrade or something. Woo. Almost ate that one straight to the face. Almost got hit in the gob. I was going to say, I don't know exactly what you do, but... All right, a little bit of money right there, and if I tab in, yeah, they've got level 1 on them right here. So I think at some point we're going to be refining these artifacts and making them better, or possibly even the game may choose, and this is just purely conjecture. I have no clue whether or not this is truth. But just a thought, if you're leveling up items and whatnot too, it creates the possibility of comboed items all of Vampire Survivors, which is always a mechanic that I'm intensely interested in. I love it when there's kind of like a prevailing background meta a la League of Legends where like you have certain items and they combine to become other certain awesome things. Oh, hit the wrong button right there. There we go. We'll get them with a little bit of burn damage. Give them a little bit of a burn notice. All right, we got them right there. Little bit more cash. $104. We got like 115 right there. Looks good. A relic selector. Yeah, I'd love to do that. The relics seem to be pretty cool. Oh, I thought my fireball thing was maybe charged up. Alas, my fireball thing was not charged up. Wow, there's a lot of damage flying around right now. I kind of lost myself in the horde of enemies there for a minute. Got a little bit disorientated. All right, so Giant Mace. You deal bonus damage against stunned enemies. We don't have anything that stuns. Whenever you crit, the enemy drops gold. Your third hit gives you Chain Lightning. Yeah, dude, I gotta be the Thunder God. When it comes to wizardry and magic, I always go with lightning and I always go with ice. I just can't help myself. Those are the two brands of magic that just get me husky. I don't know why it wanted me to open my inventory right there. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to get a whole lot of Chain Lightning procs right here. Just due to the... Yeah, dude, 1 HP for 8 HP. That's a trade. I'll make that trade. Why not? There we go. I had to give him, give him a little bit of that old English right there, where you get the swipe, side dodge roll, double side feint, back slash. Like I had to break out a little bit of the old English right there, just to take care of him. Okay, we need to get some of these projectiles out of the air. One thing that I very much like is that on our magic missiles, it doesn't slow your character down to cast them. Like, so when you do the magic missiles, you just keep running normally, which makes it like a really, really good ability for gap gaining while still putting some pressure on the enemies that are actively chasing you. Like, I like that a lot about it, and I love how animated this UI is and everything down here. It's very, very pretty. It's good to look at. It looks solid. All right, I wonder if I can dodge over that crack right there. I can indeed dodge over the crack. Oh my. Yeah, this might not be a good neighborhood for me to be in. Maybe I'll just, like, spam some missiles or something and see if I can kill a couple. Oh, dude, I ate that one. I walked right into it, man. I walked right into it. I could have avoided it, but I didn't. 15 damage is really going to come back to haunt us, too. That's almost a quarter of our health in one hit. I got to be more careful about soaking those bad boys. Anything off to that left? Nope, nothing over there. Can break down the bush, but only these mushrooms right here have been giving me food lately. Aw, dude, is that a main boss arena? That looks like a main boss arena. If we don't die here, I may suicide just after this boss fight so that we can see what kind of the roguelite elements are, like what kind of meta progression takes place, because I think that's really, really important. When you're trying to decide whether or not some games have really, really good presentation, but ultimately, like, their meta progression is really unsatisfying. And so, like, it's important. We'll check in on it for sure. I don't know what this guy does. It looks like he's just a big stomp spider. Yeah, it seems like he's just a big stomp spider, and he wants to hurt me. However, we did get some stacks of poison on him right there, which I like. Whew. Okay. Luckily, the dodging is so tight and responsive that, like, it's not hard to get your hits off in this game. Oh, he's got... Okay, all right. I was going to try to get around behind him. I was trying to be a little bit sneaky and crafty right there. Oh, I see what's happening here. Oh, my. Okay. All right. Yeah, you're terrifying. Okay, yep, he's farting lightning again, Mom. He also made me waste all my abilities. I had abilities. They were on cooldown and everything, and I was all, oh, I'm going to take that one. Yep. I was going to say, I'm taking that one straight to the dome. All right, all right, all right. Get him with a little bit of that. Maybe a little bit of that. I don't know if he's going to do something else. Oh, he's going to summon some more worms. All right. Oh, not worms. Not worms. Big, scary, terrifying guys. Definitely not worms. Oh, this is where it's going to get hectic. Oh, these things hit so hard. Okay, they're both down. He's now down. We're good. We're good. Everything's okay. Everything's going to be all right. He's getting angrier. No, dude. He added an extra lightning strike. I thought there was only going to be the two, so he's multiphasic in all ways. So, like, he adds extra attacks to his combo once you get him down to critical health. And so I thought I was safe because I dodged the first two lightning bolts, but he added a third one onto the end, so I didn't bother to dodge roll. Got overconfident. Got overconfident. Commune with the Ember Tree. Stabilize. Okay. So I have 100 Ember from our last run. Looks like it wants me to get thick skin, and we'll take a look at some of the other goodies that we have inside of there as well. Oh, the tree grows when you activate it. Lovely. They just went really all out when it came to, like, the presentational side of the game. Like, they really went out of their way to make the game look pretty. I feel some strength returning. Thank you, Knight. I believe I owe you an explanation. When Praxis attacked the Ember Tree, the Nexus, he attacked the very essence of the universe. Madness. I knew he would return. It's been on my mind since he left a millennia ago. The Nexus has been stabilized, but I am terrified of what Praxis means to do. You must follow him and stop him before he does something that cannot be undone. Okay. Do you, like, give me quests or something? Or does that just mean there's new dialogue? Praxis was one of us and the best. We were fellows once. When the Architect chose me to become the next Keeper, Praxis was furious. We quarreled. I tried to smooth things over, but anger had already corrupted Praxis's heart. He left the Nexus, and I blame myself. He should have been the Keeper. You must follow him and stop him. If you are quick, you may be able to catch him before he does something that cannot be undone. Okay. So on the Ember Tree, we can start out with more money. We can get an extra 5 HP. Over here, this looks like it's probably going to be attack power. Oh. Interesting. So basically, you can choose... Okay, so I was going to say, this is kind of limited progression, but apparently there's a stack of coins underneath each of these, and you level them up individually, and then you choose which one is going to be active on your person. Okay, so that adds quite a bit more depth. Either that or they're all active at the same time. I don't know. Oh, no, you equip them. Okay, it specifically says equip and swap, which means that we're definitely not benefiting from all of these. This one gives us HP after we complete a room with enemies. And as we upgrade it, we'll get an extra 1 HP, so that's really, really nice. Pocket Change starts us out with some money. We need another upgrade, though, before we can go any further. It looks like we're going to unlock something over here. There's definitely some kind of crafting table or some kind of, like, lore table. There's paper and scraps and papyrus around. It looks like this is going to be a forge. From looking at it, it's either the thump keg so that you can brew beer, or it's going to be a forge. I think it's going to be a forge, possibly for making new weapons, would be my guess. If I had to hazard a guess, if this stays clear over here, I'm actually not sure how many weapons there might be. I'm not going to speculate. That seems like something that an idiot would do, given the fact that I have no evidence or whatever. Yeah, I'll take some free money, sure. Dive deep on into the dungeon. Get $3. It'll be fun, they said. Oh yeah, I don't have all my super fun time abilities anymore. Lame. Alright, well let's go wipe out the fart stump over here. I took damage from that? Or what? I wanted to swipe him out of the air. I was trying to be dope. I was trying to play a little wormy boy baseball out here. It's okay, we'll heal it back. Everything's gonna be alright. We're gonna heal it back. Oof, my Zelda sense is tingling. I gotta destroy some coins around. I gotta destroy some pots so I can get some coins. We get our first skill right here. I'll definitely take that. Yeah, it does seem like if you time it right, you can swat those guys out of their spin, but do I get both of these? Bring these back to the Esper and he will identify it for you. Okay, arcane bolts conjure magical bolts that seek out enemies. Oh, that's a nice ability. I like this ability. I want to see what the orb is. Do I get to keep the orb if I die? It's not on the list over here. I want to see what the orb does. Hold on, I'm going to die. What does the orb do? I don't care that we're not having a good run right now. I want to see what the orb does. New unlocks. Okay, yeah, let's bring it back to the boss man and see what he says. Ember Knight, look, now that the Ember Tree has been stabilized, the stewards have begun to return. Don't be misled by their carefree appearance. They work tirelessly to maintain the Nexus and the Prime Worlds. I'm relieved they're back. I hope they will not suffer any lasting effects from Praxis's attack. Okay, so identify my thingy. What is this energy I sense? A relic orb. I've read about these. I just need to find the proper chapter. There. That's a powerful piece of history that you found. It will aid you in your travels. If you find more, I will identify them. Oh, cool. So it's a new relic. So it's basically those little orbs right there, how we add new things to the game to play around with. I was a little bit worried that the magic missile was the first item to come up again on our run, because we've already seen that, right? You want to see a little bit of item diversity while you're playing through. But if that's the main mechanic right there, then apparently at this point we're going to start getting orbs that are just going to kind of like freely drop during our runs and give us new items. There we go. Let's get all of them real fast. What's going on with, dude? Can you, there we go, dude. There you go, dude. Pop on out of there, dude. All right, so we got a little bit of money. Huh. Whoa. Don't sneak up on a person like that. I guess it's kind of my fault. All these meanies out here, and I'm staring at this strange thing. Hey, wait a second. Aren't you an Ember Knight? You are. I knew it. You must be why these skill tablets showed up. This one's ruined. Somebody destroyed it or it cracked when it fell from the sky. In that case, I'm going to need an armored umbrella. Oh, sorry. Where's my manners? I'm Evie. I sort of take care of things around here. Fixing, cleaning up, that kind of stuff. Boy, do things need fixing around here lately. Which reminds me, I'm probably behind schedule. I gotta run, but I'll see ya. Alright, the game looks great. Like, I love these little narrative elements that they've started to sprinkle on into the progression of the game, but we're just about out of time for right now, which is really unfortunate because I think this game's a lot of fun. So I'll meet you in the middle. We'll stream this game on the day that the video goes live. So if you feel like you didn't get enough of Ember Knights today, you are more than welcome to join me on my adventures as I play on Twitch on the day that this video goes live. I'll see y'all later. Thank you for stopping on in. It's been a blast hanging out with all of you, and I'll see you all next time.